So what's happening?
What's happening is that Touch 106.1 FM has its paperwork pending for a license. And we don't have a license, so the FCC has decided to silence the community again. However, the community won't be silenced. You're either part of the problem or part of the solution. And God inspired me to give a voice to the community. Touch 106.1 FM is profanity free. Touch 106.1 FM provides resources for our community. Touch 106.1 FM connects our community to the government, to the process. And it's a shame that the way the laws are, and just because something is legal doesn't make it right. Rosa Parks sat on the front of the bus. They said it was illegal to sit on the front of the bus, but she sat on the front of the bus because it was the right thing to do. Well, every community should have a voice. And one thing about the community here in beautiful Uptown, Grove Hall, Dorchester, and Roxbury, we don't have a positive voice that's 24 hours a day, a radio station that's profanity free, a radio station that inspires young people, a radio station that connects young people, a radio station that connects the elected officials to our community to be civically engaged, a radio station that inspires and educates, and Touch 106.1 FM is the voice of all people.
Can I ask you, you've been operating for years, do you have any, why is this happening today?
We don't, there's a process that probably took place. However, you figure when you have an individual who walks from Boston to Washington, D.C. to give a voice to the communities across America, when you have an individual who's constantly laying his life on the line for the community, and everyone at the radio station is a volunteer. No one gets paid here, sorry. No one gets paid. When you have someone doing the right thing, you have to understand no matter what right action you do, you're going to have an equal negative reaction coming back to you. However, the voice, our community will have a voice.
Did they give you a reason about why they're shutting?
We are unlicensed. It's point blank. We are unlicensed.
Were you notified first today?
We were unlicensed, and that's why I walked from Boston to Washington, D.C., 712 miles to bring forth the Low Power FM Radio Act. And what happened on when I left Boston on March the 21st, 2009 and 2011, the House of Representatives unanimously voted for the Low Power FM Radio Act. So they have enough sense to understand it's the right thing to do. Then in 2011, the Senate voted for the Low Power FM Radio Act. So they knew what to do. And then President Barack Obama on January the 4th, 2012, voted for the Low Power FM Radio Act. So why can't the rest of the world, why can't the rest of the government get this right? It's time for our people to have a voice. It's time for everybody to have a voice. No government, no city is stronger than its weakest link. And right now, Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, they're underserved. And there's no way I can stand by and let my community be underserved. There's no way. If I have to go to jail for my community, I'll do that. If I have to die for my community, I'll do that. It's about doing the right thing.
It'll be all right.
It's about doing the right thing. This radio station, Touch 106.1 FM, has found lost children, has helped people that was committing suicides, has found lost grandparents,
Kept buried people,
has provided food for the homeless, provided resources for people. How can you, with a conscious mind, shut down a positive entity, a positive radio station like this? There's no other radio station like this in the city of Boston. And I don't know about the rest of the community. There's no other station like this. It's about doing the right thing. So you're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. And I hope that the media doesn't cut out the positive things that I'm saying. I'm hoping that you show Boston, you show Massachusetts that this is a station that needs to happen. This is a voice that's being silenced again. For over 50 years, we had WIOD, an AM radio station. AM radio station with static from sunrise to sunset. Like, that's how we think? That's not how this community think. This community is 24 hours. We help build America. We help build Boston. And if we're truly one Boston, then we need Touch 106.1 FM. Boston is divided by racism, by economics, and by classism. And it's time to stop doing it, stop faking right and going left. Let's do the right thing and give our community a voice. Let's put jobs. Let's take our youth so we can have a bright future. You know, instill in our children that they can be anything that they want to be. There's no reason why when it comes to black media across this country, we're less than 1%. We're less than 1%. It's not right. If we're truly going to be this melting pot, and we're truly going to be this one country, this one city, this Boston strong, then we need a voice. Our community needs a voice, and we need a voice right now. And this is not the end of it. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. And if we have to go to President Barack Obama to have an executive order to do the right thing, that's going to happen here. If we have to go to Martha Coakley, the Attorney General who signed these papers, then we're going to do that. Reach out to the governor. Reach out to the mayor. It's about doing the right thing.
What do they take?
I have anything that deals with transmitting. I have no idea. They said that they're going to take what you need to transmit. So it's probably the antenna and anything else connected to that.
We don't know.
That could be anything. That could be anything. There. It could be my underwear. Who knows?
Right. We don't know what it is. Just
How did you learn that they were coming it up?
They knocked on the door.
banging on
They knocked on the door, and I opened the door, and we had a conversation. And one thing I'm not going to do is get into a confrontation with the law. I'm not going to do that. However, when it comes to the FCC, it's about doing the right thing. Federal communications. Communications are key to a successful relationship. And our community needs communication. Our community needs a voice. Our community needs to be heard.
What time is that?
I have no idea what time it
Is it during your radio show?
was. No, it wasn't. I have no idea what time it was. So for our community, if you want something bad enough, you have to fight for it.
Hell yeah.
You have to fight for it. And if you don't want it, then you don't fight for it. If you want a voice in this community that's 24 hours, then you fight for what's right. And what's right is for every person in our community, whether you live in Roxbury, whether you live in West Roxbury, needs to have a voice. And that voice needs to be 24 hours a day, and it needs to be something positive, not something negative. Our radio station is profanity free.
So much for one Boston, huh?
We go through the legal channels. That's what's going to happen. We're going to go through the legal channels.
Will you do anything else in the interim? I mean, will you try to...
I'm going to go through the legal channels. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach out to the resources that we have that's supposed to support this radio station. We pay taxes. We pay taxes. And taxation without representation is what?
Tyranny.
Tyranny. So do we charge the government with tyranny? Huh? Do we do that?
You're trying to get help from City Hall?
City Hall, the federal government, the president, and the people, and the media. The media, you should be there. You should be there to support Touch 106.1 FM. There's no other radio station like this. Not in our community. There's never been a radio station like this in our community. Positive. Positive. We have young people that call in, 7 years old, that calls in at 7 o'clock in the morning and teaches us the key Swahili word of the day, the Chinese word of the day. Her name is Shaumba. You know, we promote. You know, if you're in school and you've improved from one marking period to another marking period, you know, it's about the youth, it's about the children, it's about the community. It's about having a strong family.
Do you think it's possible that your campaign from there drew heightened attention from the FCC and made budget?
No. What happened is that no matter how hard you do what's right, the forces of evil are going to come at you just as hard. And not greater, just as hard. There's light at the end of this tunnel. because we're going to have a voice. Because I'm going to fight for the voice. And the community's going to fight for the voice. The community's going to fight for the voice. You think we're going to sit down and let this happen? Huh? This is a milestone. This is one obstacle that we're going to meet and overcome. This is what we're going to do. So we're just going through the process right now.
How many federal agents came?
I have no idea how many came. It doesn't matter how many came. What matters is that we're going to get our voice back. That's what matters. That we're going to get our voice back. What matters is that the community is going to fight for their voice. And I'll be right there.
Charles, thank you.
No, thank you very much.
And where are you from?
Boston.
Yeah, you.
Oh.
I'm from Boston.
She shadowed me when I was on my campaign.
Across the street that day.
Yeah.
I'm here right now to make sure that they don't take what they're not supposed to take. They clearly said what they're going to take. We're going to make sure they take that and only that.
Yeah, thank you for talking with us.
Yeah.
We're definitely doing this on our media show on Channel 2 tomorrow. We will probably focus some video here today, but we'll do a bigger segment on it.
Appreciate it.
So,
Thank you. You have my phone number, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So they want. Just wanted that, you know what I mean? It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We will not be. I will speak because we're not going to be silenced anymore. No, it's time for us to stand up. Fight for what we believe in. Fight for what you believe in. Fear no one but God. I appreciate everyone coming out too. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's not over. It's just the beginning.
There you go.
You know, this is a process we're going through. It happens. You know when you're doing something right, when the forces of evil come at you. Obviously, we're doing something that's right. Or they would have left us alone like the other radio stations.
That's right.